What's up guys, my name is Adapt and welcome to another video where I pretty much do nothing. There's literally nothing on the game right now, nothing I can really make a video on. I can bring you guys a formation review and I've got one loaded up into my editing software, but there's literally not a lot to do, nothing fun. There's no new SBCs to upload. Pretty much 81 plus double guarantees, pretty much rinsing tradable items and coins into untradable items. Same with the 82 plus rated guaranteed. Aguero I'm just not gonna do because I've already got enough strikers. Ibra, no point. Rashalko just doesn't fit into my squad, and company just is just a waste of coins for me as well. So I was thinking in today's video, you know what, I'm gonna take you guys through my team. I'm gonna show you my team and tell you what I'm thinking of it so far, because I have switched my team around quite a bit from what it used to be. You know, I've done a couple of new SBC cards and I've tried out a couple of new players, so I think I'll give you an update on how every player plays. What videos do you guys want to see from me as well? With FIFA 18 coming to a close and not a lot to do on the game anymore, what do you want to see in FIFA 19? Tell me that. So in goal we have Edison. With Edison I've got quite a lot of games on him, 135 games. That's quite a few games, you know. Definitely a lot of games for the casual player. Edison, you know what, with keepers you don't really recognize if they're good or not. Like De Gea, Neuer with his Edison. Wants to watch Edison. When they get to a certain point with a goalkeeper, we just don't realize much of a difference. And as long as you've got a gold meta keeper who's decent in game, like, you know, you're not really looking to upgrade that position any further. So in goal, like Edison, he's decent, you know. He's the best keeper I've used so far this year, and he just gets chem with the Brazilian side. So in the right back I have Dani Alves. 197 games I've played with him, team of the year version. It's good to have a team of the year card in the squad. 2 goals and 10 assists. His pace is great. He's really quick on the ball. He's a really good defender. He intercepts a lot. He covers a lot of ground. Sometimes I would lunge in stupidly, but he'd have good enough pace to recover his position and win the ball back. When he's kind of doing a push and pull game, like, he's decent, you know. He's not extremely strong, but he's got a decent amount of strength, you know. Interceptions 92, standing tackle and sliding tackle, you know. He's just a great defensive player, especially a defensive fullback. And his interceptions and standing tackles, they're impeccable. Like, even when I try and do a slide tackle with him, like, he's pretty much landing all of them, and if he doesn't land it, then it's my fault usually. That 95 sprint speed is extremely important for a fullback, because they have to pick up pace really quickly. Dani Alves is a good right back. I haven't got a lot of complaints from him. If there was one complaint, maybe I'd want him to be a bit stronger, maybe a bit bigger as well. But you know what, there's pros and cons to every style of player. But if I was to give him a con, it would have to be that maybe he could have a bit more strength. Maybe his marking could be better as well, and his work rate's high low, you know. If they were high medium, that would be better, or medium high for a right back, because he does find himself pushing up a bit too much, but then you've got his pace which makes up for it. So he's decent, you know. I like him. Now we have this untradeable Marcelo card. Now this card surprised me. You want it from a DKT. EA basically gave you this card for free, and I played 102 games with him, and he's just been great for me. He's strong, he's got good standing tackle, he wins push and pull battles, he's good in the air, he's he's just a good centre back overall. I pretty much have no complaints from him. His pace, it seems to be decent in game as well, although it's 73 acceleration, 83 spin speed. Just as a defender, I like this guy a lot, you know, and for non-tradable, I think this is the best non-tradable I've used so far this year. There were other non-tradable team this season available. I think there was Calahorn, there was Crescito. There's quite a lot of untradeable team of the seasons available this year. And his defending, I just can't complain. He's got great marking, he's got great tackles, he's got great strength, 99 strength, he's great in the air. He's just a beast all in all. And next to him, Otamendi is the same, you know. Otamendi is more of a, you know, he sweeps around. He's more of a sweeper defender, and he cuts passing lanes. So I jockey with Otamendi, and my Marcelo would be there to put in the final tackle and win the ball back for me. So they worked well together. They're a good combination together. In the left back position, Ashley Cole. Now I'm a big fan of this card because usually an Ashley Cole card, definitely at this stage of his career, wouldn't be usable in game. He's lost a lot of pace. He's lost like that sharpness to his game, which he used to have back in his prime. But this is pretty much like an icon card, you know. 91 pace, 91 dribbling, 90 passing, and 80 physical, and 92 defending. He's a great fullback. 92 acceleration, 91 sprint speed. He's even better than Dani Alves in my opinion, you know. Let me compare Dani Alves with him. There's not a lot of difference, is there, between the two. I like him a lot. He's a great card, great dribbling, great passing, great jockeying, great standing tackles, great interceptions, wins the ball a lot. There's a lot of auto tackling and stuff. He's one of them players who saves you even when you're not having your best defensive day. Now for first centre mid, we have Kaká. I've played a lot of games with him. I got him back when, I think this card was released during when FUT birthday happened. So there's Rooney and Schweinsteiger, and I think Kaká was he released a bit after them, or was he round the same? I think he was around the same time as them. This card has been one of my favorites this whole FIFA, you know. As you can see, 364 games, 163 goals, 123 assists, and most of these goals have come from long shots, you know. His long shots, they're not to be messed with. He's scoring them 8 times out of 10. That's how great his long shots are. If you even look at his stats here, pretty much all dark green except for defending and physical. And defending, obviously, is a midfielder. You don't expect him to have great defending, do you? And he's more of a attacking midfielder than a defensive midfielder. His dribbling is great. The ball stuck to his feet. In goal, he just doesn't miss. And he clutches up when the right time to do so is. Next to him, I've got someone who's going to stick with me, has stuck with me from the beginning of the game, back in my first 4 weeks of FUT Champs. You know, I've had this guy since pretty much the start. Now we're coming to the end, and he's pretty much been in my team all throughout, and I absolutely love this card. 876 games, 435 goals, 469 assists. And when someone says to me, how was your FIFA 18 year like? How was that year for you? I'm just going to think of this Rui Costa card, because simply this card has been with me since the beginning. Even before I had all of these great players, I was using this card at cam. I was using Lacazette up top, and I can't remember, probably Gabriel Jesus next to him. So I've had him since the beginning. When I had a Premier League meta squad, this card was in there. Now we've got a recent addition to the squad. Ever since I've got him, I've played 46 games with him, which is quite a lot, and that is 94 rated Carrick. I like this card, is good, but his pace, maybe his pace, you want it to improve a bit. Maybe his shooting as well, his long shots. He isn't on Kaká's level, although being higher rated than him. He just doesn't have that same impact in game. But as a defensive player, he's quite good. If you see his stats here, 99 vision, you know, he's great at picking out a pass, great short passing, great long passing, great shot power, great like volleys. He's just got amazing stats, and as a defensive midfielder, I think he's amazing. For someone who's cost you 35k, you just can't lose with this card. Now in the right forward position, I packed this untradeable Sterling. I think this was in my Premier League Team of the Season untradeable pack, and this card has been good. He's been good. He's extremely rapid, you know, and those are the types of players I like. I like players who can get in behind and swivel their way through defenders, and that's what this Sterling card does. Although EA don't want to show his face when alright, now we've got him back. So 98 pace, 94 shooting, and 88 passing. Those are amazing stats. And 96 dribbling, which is very important for definitely a winger. The ball literally stays stuck to his feet. It's crazy how good this card is, you know. And if you got quick reactions, this is a great card which is going to work for you. You and Sterling card are going to get on very well. Now, in the left forward position, I have Martial, who's a good card as well. I like him. He's just an upgrade from the 83 rated card, a major upgrade, and he's quite decent. He's quite strong. He's got decent shooting. He's got great dribbling, you know. So I haven't got much complaints about him. In 78 games, he's got 35 goals and 21 assists. Maybe not the best. Maybe not the best contributions, but decent at the end of the day. He's decent. And in striker we have Marcus Rashford. Now Rashford, I've been getting a bit frustrated with his card because there's some chances in the 90th minute, you know, when you have that chance in the 90th to win the game and you need that person to score it. Rashford is the guy who misses it. Sometimes he can score the shot from the hardest angle, or the shot you don't expect him to score. But when you expect him to score the easy ones, sometimes he just smashes it at the goalkeeper or just blasts it wide, which you just don't expect from a card like this. He's got absolutely monster stats as well. I just didn't expect that. 96 stamina, 84 strength, 99 acceleration, 98 sprint speed. I just don't know, like, maybe I haven't been playing as well recently. Apologies for my phone going off in the background. I do need to put it on silent, but I've just been disappointed a bit by Rashford, you know. People hyping him up, and he's good. Like, if you look at the contributions, 44 games, 34 goals and 23 assists. But I think, like, could I sell Rashford? Could I imagine if I didn't have Rashford? I'd have an extra 100 and something K, and I would have been able to do the Festival of Football Son. Well, I can't even do him now, but I just have them coins extra, and Festival of Football Son would go in there, and I think he's quite good. 94 centre back Godin, good player. I haven't played with him a lot. I only bring him on when my defenders get tired and I need some fresh legs in there so I can close out a game. Pjanic, great defensive midfielder. I only played a couple of games with him. I packed him in an untradeable 2-player pack as well. Kaita, great player. I've got nothing bad to say about him. For defensive midfielder to have an 89 shot, that's absolutely great. 96 dribbling, 91 passing. He's just an all-round great player. Talvin, I've been using him as a super sub, and as a super sub I bring him on and he injects pace immediately in my attack. He speeds things up and my opponents just can't deal with it sometimes, you know. His quick burst of acceleration, his amazing shooting, he saved me some games and he's won me some games. So I'd say he comes on for the last sometimes 10-20 minutes in game, and to have 5 games and 2 goals and 2 assists in them circumstances, I think that's quite good. Now we have Silva. He's been good all game for me. I'd bring him on more in a central role, but he can play decent as a winger. But Talvin has been taking priority over him recently, but Silva can still play. He's quite good. Maradona, what do I have to say about him? He's decent. 5 goals, 6 assists. Haven't played with him enough. He has let me down as an icon a bit. I thought he would be amazing in game, but he's just okay. And we have 98 rated Cavani. Now, if you would start Cavani from the beginning of the game, he just isn't good enough because he just doesn't feel quick in game. He gets caught up a lot. But as you get later on in the game, Cavani is amazing to bring on. I've literally bought him on as a super sub past few games. 98 rated. I'll switch him for Sterling sometimes. His pace, it holds him back sometimes because he's a great player with great potential, and you see that potential when he comes on later on in the game when everyone else is tired. But that pace just holds him back, doesn't it? You know, everything else is great. 99 shooting, 95 passing, 98 physical, 98 dribbling. It's just that little bit of pace which he doesn't have. Now getting into the reserves, we have foot swap Sanchez, and I absolutely love this card. The only reason why I'm not using him now is because I've got so many other strikers, but he's just been great every single game he's played for me. He's little, he's agile, he's quick, he's got everything you want in the striker, and I don't regret doing him in the foot swap promo. Absolutely great card. The next thing we have Owen. He's quite good as well. He's a loanee card, so not gonna say too much. Rooney, I love this foot birthday card. This is one of my favourite ones all year as well. 77 goals and 68 assists in 186 games, and he's been playing as a midfielder. Incredible from Wayne Rooney, it really is. You know, his shooting is amazing, his passing is great. You can't go wrong with this card. You know, he's a solid card. We have Footies Manolas, which I got about a couple of games ago, and I haven't used him so far. And then we have a Cherry Chef, which I did pack untradeable, and I haven't used him so far. So that's what my starting 11, my subs and my reserves are saying. The rest of the club, we haven't got a lot, just loads of rubbish. Special cards, what do I have? I have a Walker here, I have a Louise, I have a Reed. So I got loads of other cards, but I just haven't used them a lot. So if you guys enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. What do you want to see in future videos? And I'll see you guys in the next video. I'll see you guys later. Peace.